A Minnesota State Senator Grant Hauschild has been fined for overspending during last year's tight election race in District 3. According to the Minnesota Campaign Finance Board, the DFLers committee signed an agreement to not exceed $120,000 for a first-time candidate. However, his team reportedly went above the spending limit by almost $4,000. That's when the board issued a fine for that exact amount, which the committee has paid. Last year's District 3 race was closely watched as Hauschild and Republican challenger Andrea Zupancic battled it out for Senator Tom Bach's old seat. Hauschild ended up winning by a little more than 700 votes. As for Zupancic, the former mayor of Babbitt decided to use today's news as a platform to announce her run for 2026. In a Facebook post today, Zupancic says this violation demonstrates Senator Hauschild would do anything to get himself elected, including violating spending agreements we both signed. He overspent his campaign so he could get to St. Paul, where he has since failed to put the Northland first. Hauschild responding as well to the news, saying, quote, "A lot happens in the final weeks of the campaign, and when we found out we had erred, we worked to proactively inform the Campaign Finance Board and paid our fee immediately. That's how the system should work."